However that partnership happens, within it, there will be no ego. That is a person of authority, that is a person of power, and because they do want you in their sphere of influence. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, it's Rad. And in this whole video, you're going to see a weekly reading for your star sign that covers up the week May 12th to May 18th, 2025. And bear in mind that this is going to be a generalized reading. And for a personal one, you can go to my website, which link you can find in the description down below. And there at the very front page, you're going to see a full list of my services, also their pricing. So based on your budget and also your needs, you can go for whichever one suits you best. So with that said, let's go straight away to the video. This reading is going to be for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and also Rising. So guys, if you are here for your sun sign and your sun happens to be in Taurus, then the reading is going to describe the things you will have to face throughout the week. In other words, what is going to happen to you. If you're here because your moon is in Taurus, then the reading is going to describe how you're going to feel dealing with the stuff you're going to have to face throughout the week. And if you are watching that video because your rising sign is Taurus, then the reading will describe the best way how you can deal with the stuff you are going to have to face throughout the week. And so watching all three, it should give you a pretty good idea what kind of a week is ahead of you. So with that said, the first card for Taurus, that will be Two of Cups, followed by the second card here of the King of Swords. Moving on next, we have Eight of Cups. And the last one for you, Taurus, that will be King of Pentacles. I'm sorry, it's not a sword, it's King of Pentacles. And so the additional card for the King of Swords, that will be Page of Cups. Okay, so obviously this is going to be the week for you, which the topic and the theme of it are going to be partnerships. Now we do have Two of Cups at the start of the reading. That is the primary card for you. And as a general reading, doesn't necessarily has to mean love. It means unity. Unity under which, whether it is a business partnership, whether it is romantic partnership, or whether it is a friendship, will leave no stone unturned, meaning that however that partnership happens, within it, there will be no ego, there will be no secrets, there will be no shyness, for example, and either party is going to do their part. So whatever partnerships you do form within this week, it's not going to feel like, I don't know, you are carrying the whole thing on your shoulders. But aside from the partnerships, also there is a very important thing. I cannot say it's really a topic, but a thing that this week is going to present you with, and this is the moment, right? So there is going to be a moment, whether you break it or whether you make it, where you lock up all your options for success, or whether you expand on these options of a success. And most likely that moment is going to be related with either abroad, or is going to be related with some kind of a traveling or an inheritance. Those three things. So if there is something that happens to you that relates to abroad, it is important that you put extra attention into it, or some kind of a traveling. It doesn't have to be concerning you directly. Maybe someone is traveling toward you, that also counts. Or there are an inheritance matter to be resolved. These are the topics that you need to be super vigilant throughout the week. But aside from that, partnerships here, maybe you are going to make a very solid partnership with someone from abroad that is going to set you off for quite of a big success. But there is going to be another individual here involved, whichever way that week goes for you. As soon as you start forging these unities, that one is going to show up for you, Taurus, which is a King of Swords here, that it is influenced or catalyzed by the card Page of Cups. Okay, and this is a person who doesn't want a thing to change. Probably that is someone who has you beneath their thumb. They have their foot on on your neck, and pretty much they're breathing in your neck. That is a person of authority. That is a person of power. That could be someone of your elders that doesn't want you to get away from their grip, or it could be your boss, or it could be it's someone that has a power over you, and simply they don't want to that individual doesn't want to lose you from their grasp. But the winds of change are coming, and through you forging, like I said, new partnerships and new unities is going to be very, very easy for you to pretty much escape from their grasp. I don't know how they're going to react on that in a sense of what they are willing to do. Thankfully, we don't have the Queen of Swords, because Queen of Swords is the ruthless and the reckless one. That one, they are not going to go to lengths that are going to hurt them in any way. So pretty much there are going to be some boundaries to the things they're willing to do in order to keep them, in order to keep you, I'm sorry, within their circle of power. But definitely they're not going to go beyond stuff that can expose them. And that way you can find your cracks, you can find your beacons through which you can pretty much escape. And whichever way that plays in between you and them is going to exhaust some of your resources, is going to exhaust some of your time, and so you won't find yourself quite happy of it, because for the majority of the week you have to deal with that individual that it is trying to ruin things for you, right? That it is trying to keep you off forging these unities, forging these relationships, forging that relationship, for example, or forging that business partnership or that friendship. Because for all we know, that could be the jealous friend that doesn't want to give you to anyone else and is trying to keep everyone else away from you. And because they do want you in their sphere of influence, but you are shaking it off. You are seeing that there are better people than that one. You are seeing that there are people that can be better friends to you. And slowly but steadily, you are going to break free from that sphere of quite negative influence. But that is, like I said, that is going to cost you a lot of time and a lot of efforts. And you may think that this week is quite wasted, for a lack of better words here. However, the best is yet to come. This is what the Eight of Cups into the third position is telling us here. That the rest is the best is yet to come. So whatever the unity you are going to become a part of, what can I put it into words? It's about to skyrocket. Not within the week, maybe at the start of the next one and the week after, okay? But while you will be a bit poignant for the fact that you couldn't put much time and effort into it right now, and that the situation could have been much better within that unit, you could be further ahead, far further ahead than you are right now. That further ahead is coming into the upcoming week. And by the way, this is going to be a big plus that you didn't rush it throughout the week, because by the end of the week, what is going to come to your attention is that you do have a bit stuff on the peripheral, like unrelated matters that you need to resolve in order to completely liberate yourself from distractions, from a leeches of time, from a leeches of effort, so you can put everything you got into developing that unity, which could be a relationship full of love, a partnership that has quite of a monetary potential, or a friendship that can set you for a really nice social experience. So with that said, Taurus, that was your weekly reading. Hopefully you do enjoy it and you do like it. And if you did, you can subscribe for the channel. If you haven't already, leave a like, comment on the video as well. Either of these actions are going to help me with the YouTube algorithm. And finally, guys, hopefully we're going to see each other next time. Until then, bye.